Chapter 6, A Capricious Dinner Date. Izuku is really not looking forward to this class period because he has to take a test. He's not terrible when it comes to science, but he's by no means good either. The teacher passes out the tests and Midoriya takes a long deep sigh. More than half of the people in the class get done with their tests early. Only Izuku and a couple others are still working. Midoriya can see out of the corner of his eye that the teacher is already grading the tests that are turned in. Izuku finally finishes his test and turns it in. The test wasn't long, only a few questions. But the questions were so hard. The scruffy brunette tries not to think about and decides to take a nap for the rest of class. When the bell rings, Izuku is startled awake. He looks at his desk and sees that his test along with everyone else's was graded. His classmates make their way out of the classroom and into the crowded hallway to get to their next class. He sees Bakugo throw something in the trash on his way out. Wait, but wasn't that? Izuku looks down into the trash and grabs the disregarded crumbled up piece of paper. He uncrumples the sorry thing. It's the test they just took. Kachin got a 99% and he only missed half points on one question. Izuku is impressed because he only got 86%. I guess anything less than perfection isn't good enough for Kachin. When Izuku is out in the hall, he sees that one golden retriever boy again and he's talking to Katsuki. The brunette is very confused because it looks like the blonde enjoying the conversation. I know you hate them, but I will make you watch a romantic comedy sometime. You can't just watch horror movies forever, Bakugo. The blonde playfully rolls his eyes at the golden boy. Well, maybe I'm gonna drag you with me one of these times to a horror film. I'll be laughing my ass off when you have nightmares for weeks. The blonde has a playful yet daring expression. When have the two become so close? Midoriya knows that they share the same math class together, but how did he not notice this? It scares him to think someone is getting to be so close with his Kachin. Especially when the boy has that look in his eyes that Izuku knows far too well. The look of longing to be something more to someone. When Izuku gets home, he takes out Katsuki's test from his pocket. Once he is in his room, he goes to the corner of it where he has a shelf. On the shelf he has an assortment of things that once belonged to, or just remind him of the explosive blonde. It's not a shrine. Some of the things he has: a Katsuki's jacket, a king of hearts from when they played poker, a drawing of All Might Katsuki made when they were little. And etc. The weirdest thing he has on it is Katsuki's first tooth he lost. Okay, he'll admit it. Maybe it's a shrine. He places the worn test paper on his shrine and he walks over to his bed to take a much needed nap. Izuku is startled awake, for the second time today, by his mother knocking at his door. Izuku, sweetie, get ready, we're going out for dinner tonight. The brunette groans and flops out of bed. He sees his phone light up on his desk. He picks it up and sees a text from Kachin. Kachin, 3. The old hag planned a get-together. We're meeting at that new restaurant that just opened up down the road. The name of it is Kohaku. Me? Why wasn't I told sooner? I barely have time to get ready. Kachin, 3. Auntie didn't tell you? Sucks for you. Good luck. Me? Well, thanks. Izuku goes to the bathroom to wash his face and freshen up. He then heads back to his room and gets dressed in something semi-decent as quick as he can. Izuku baby, hurry up, we're gonna be late. Inko shouts to her son beyond the closed door. Well, why didn't you wake me up sooner? The scruffy brunette complains. You just look very tired, sweetie. I didn't have the heart to wake you up too soon. Midoriya rolls his eyes and opens the door to be face to face with his mum. It's whatever. I'm ready now, so let's go. Inko and her son make way to the restaurant by foot. They don't own a car, but it shouldn't be a problem because the restaurant is just up the street. Izuku has had quite a few family dinners with the Bakugos over the years. Even though his and Katsuki's relationship drifted, his mum was still good friends with Mitsuki. When they arrive at the restaurant, they look around for the Bakugos. They find them pretty quick due to their unique spiky blonde hair poking out from the crowd. This place is packed, not to mention expensive. But that's just the Bakugos for you. Money is just not a problem for them. The two Greenettes sit down at the booth and they both apologize profusely. That's just the Midoriyas for you. Usually these family reunions would be awkward between him and the explosive blonde, but not so much now. Over the past couple of weeks he'd say that him and the blonde have gotten closer. The adults banter back and forth whilst throwing a couple of drama stories in here and there. Usually Katsuki and Izuku stay almost silent during these dinners, but now it feels like the invisible wall between them has broken. Hey Kachan, what do you think about that one guy in your math class? Midoriya worries he's being too straightforward, but he has to know. Huh, what the hell are you talking about now? I'm talking about that one with the blonde hair. You know, the guy with the wolf ears. The look of realization crosses the blonde's face. Ah, you mean Keisha. He's alright, I guess. Why you wanna know? The blonde's expression turns suspicious. I just saw you guys talking in the hall, that's all. It looked like you two were good friends, the brunette explains anxiously. Yeah, I suppose we are. The waiter comes up to the table and asks what everyone would like to drink. The blonde chooses tea and Izuku gets a Sprite. Bam! A loud noise goes off and everyone jumps. Izuku looks and sees people gathering up by the window. Holy crap, it's a villain attack, a person yells out. Suddenly everyone at the table is set on edge. We should get out of here, come on kids, Masaru instructs them. They get up and leave money for their soon-to-be delivered drinks and try to find a safe way out of here. Stupid ass villains thinking they can ruin our night. I'ma show them a lesson they won't forget. Bakugo starts storming to the entrance of the restaurant. Hell no you won't, you brat. Get your ass back here. Mitsuki grabs the blonde by his hair and smacks him upside the head. The explosive blonde reluctantly follows orders. They go outside and see that the ally from across the restaurant is on fire. The group hurriedly makes way to get away from the scene before something consequential happens. Or, at least they tried. The villain comes into sight and all Izuku can see is a considerable amount of green sludge. The green sludge monster strikes forward and snatches the explosive blonde. Kachan the brunette rushes forward to grab him. The only thing keeping Katsuki from being taken away is his grip on the blonde's hand. I won't let go. Not this time. Izuku uses all of his strength and pulls as hard as he can. The blonde tries to use his explosions and willpower to get out of the sludge villain's grasp. You're a feisty one, aren't you? I got lucky, huh? You the perfect vessel. With a quirk like yours I'll be able to take down All Might with one punch. The sludge villain pulls back Katsuki and tears apart him and the blonde's hands. No. Not again. Please why? Soon the heroes arrive on the scene and push back Izuku and the Bakugos. You need to stay back, the water hose hero exclaims. Why? How could I let this happen again?